back, guys. My name is Chris Patrick, and today we get to go racing at the Diamond Loop Speedway with our Sportsman Modified, so stay tuned and let's go racing. Thank you guys for joining me. We had a relatively long break of RC racing due to unfortunate incidences of the nature. It has rained here in Ohio for about 7 weeks straight. That kept preventing us from being able to race outdoors on dirt oval. So that's why we had a huge delay from the first time that we were able to take our Sportsman Modified out at the Diamond Loop Speedway to today's video. So I apologize in advance. I can't control Mother Nature. If I could, I probably would be doing something else. Anywho, so we're going to go straight into our racing. Unfortunately, I did not get the opportunity to record Q1, so the footage you're going to be seeing here now will be going into Q2. So let's go ahead and we're going to roll our racing footage. Mine is. Hear it?
No, like my drivetrain or something.
Oh, a bind. Yeah. Yep. Thank you.
Race is over.
So, after the racing footage, you're going to notice the car seems relatively free. It has a lot of power off. I can drive it kind of where I want to. I'm overall happy with it. The car handling is fantastic, and I already knew that from previous week's race, that I learned a lot with how the track changes, and that's one thing I want to talk to you guys. Track changing and setup changes along with the track are probably the biggest hurdle that I believe anybody has with oval RC dirt racing in general, because every track is different, and understanding what your track is going to do and when it will do it is probably the hardest part, because it's all a guessing game. You know the track is going to change, but how much? So where I'm racing at the Diamond Loop Speedway, it is a very soft topsoil mixture. It's almost, I'm going to call it 50-50 sand and dirt mix. That's how loose it is. And you'll see the dust that gets kicked up. Underneath it, it's a pretty hard base, but the very top of it's kind of fluffy, kind of loose, and that's part of it. And we know that the track maintenance, they water it down and brush it between every round, so that is something that you have to keep in mind when you're doing your setups, because if you go early in the night, you're going to have more grip than if you were at the end of that particular round, because more cars are on it. That dust and looseness will get all over the track, versus if you're the first group out, there's going to be water on there, so it's going to be tacked up. You're going to get a little bit more grip. But with the Sportsman short course trucks, I feel like you can get your setup pretty close, and the vehicle is going to do what it needs to do. These tires are big enough that I believe that you've got a pretty big window of where you're looking for, but it becomes down to the fine tunes of what you're trying to get out of it. So, for example, my short course truck, I felt like was still a little on the loose side on Q2, and going into the mains, I know that the track is going to tighten up a little bit more with the sun going down. The ground's going to hold a little bit more moisture. He's going to water it. Everything about it, the grip is going to increase. So I really felt like I didn't need to make a chassis change going from Q2 going into the mains. That was my personal choice. My teammate did make a chassis change, I believe, going in. I think he made a spring change on 2 of his corners, to be exact, going into his main. And he was fighting kind of the same situation. He just felt a lot more snug versus me. I felt like I could get it to go where I wanted to go. I just felt like it was a little on the lazy side, and I will explain that after we talk about the mains. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go straight into the mains, and we'll bring you guys back, and we'll talk about that one here in a minute.
Good luck.
Let's bring around slow. Don't take off till the leader does.
Really? Wow.
Almost too brick up.
Come on.
It's broke.
Damn, really?
Hey, that's my wheel. Why is it turn better without the wheel? Go low. Go on. Dude, my car's still fast. Oh, sick. Oh, well, mine has 3 wheels. Good, I'll try and get out of the way. I can't. Chris Travis County State for pictures.
As you see, I ended up taking the win again at the Diamond Loop Speedway in our short course modified trucks, which I am super ecstatic. So that's 2 in a row for me with this. And John ended up finishing, he would have finished second. Unfortunately, he got taken out by a parked car, and it's bad. So he was able to keep up with me pretty well. He was still a little on the tight side, comparably speaking, to where I was. I still felt like I was snug, and I felt like the track went a little bit farther than where I thought it was, where I thought it was going to end up being at. So you're going to notice whenever I was racing, the car felt like when I would get into the corner, it would go where I wanted to go. I could drive it down low, I could drive it in the middle, I could drive it up top, but it just felt real lazy in the middle. And what I'm looking for in the middle is the car to get in and dive into that corner really hard and then snap on rotate. And that's the rotation is right in the middle, and then you can power off the corner. And that's where I felt like this was extremely lazy. It just felt very numb at that center point. If I could get the numbness out of that center, I will be super ecstatic with how this thing was driving. And that's why I didn't make any changes, is I felt like I was close. I just felt like the track was going to come to me. So that to you is my takeaway for this video today, is sometimes making no change is the right change. And I know those words sometimes just don't make sense, but sometimes you have to chase the track and not the car chasing the track, if that makes any sense. Complicated words, I know. I'm sorry. But with that, we're going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our racing footage with the short course. I plan on taking this guy out a lot more here in the future. And yeah, and you also watched my previous video with the street stock. That thing was rolling as well. It's got a little bit of work to go with it, but I can't wait to get both of these guys back out there and get this going. So with that, we're going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, guys.